giving me an answer.
I just gave you the answer. Why do women get so defensive when they're called out on
because
something?
You don't want to be honest. You don't want to deal with the truth. You don't want to change.
We just don't want to deal with it.
Exactly. Why? Why is that an issue?
Because we kind of want to do what we want to do, and we don't see. You guys, men complain about things that are just sometimes just why are you upset about it? You do. And I feel
because
like
there's something wrong.
For me.
And the only way to communicate and fix things is to address it.
I don't like to be told
and deal with it and fix it.
I don't like to be told that I'm wrong. I don't like to be told when I'm wrong.
That's established.
I get agitated when I find out that I'm wrong about something. Okay? I get agitated. And that's why I guess I get defensive, because I just want to do what I want to do. And no, it's not always right, but I just want to do what I want to do. And when you call me out, it makes me defensive, because I don't even understand why you would be calling me out. It's not that serious.
Women are little kids, man. Hey, shalom, shalom. First thing and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. I'd like to give double honors to our elders and the apostles, a great millstone who will. Blessings and salutations to the whole elect. Noise in the gospel, brother, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, wherever they may be. Real quick, this is a video. It says black woman admits why she gets defensive, does not like to be told she is wrong. And I mean, that's pretty much the woman in general, shit, because women are like kids. You know, I mean, they're just innate nature. And this is the reason why women have to be guided, guided and led and told what to do instead of giving them the option to do what they want to do. Because clearly we see the example of no discipline. Okay, she stated that she don't like to be told that she's wrong. Well, trust me, that's probably the most truthfulest thing she's said. And she gets agitated because, for the simple fact, she's wrong. Well, that ain't our fault you're wrong. Okay, and you getting agitated because you're wrong is because technically you have the mindset of a kid. Now, with that being said, how about you take some listening and some discipline, or take some advice and change the mindset? Because just because you're ignorant doesn't give you a license to be stupid. Okay, and I'm gonna say that again. Just because you're ignorant doesn't give you a license to be stupid. Because you can only be ignorant for so long. Like they say, ignorant is bliss. You can only be ignorant and play the dumb role for so long before, you know, you're pretty much found out about. Okay, because you have to understand with our people, man, Jake is rebellious and stiff-hearted. And the scriptures goes into this, that Jake being a hard nut to crack, man, because you can't tell a nigga shit. Because Jake think they know every damn thing, man, when they don't know a damn thing. And this is the reason why our people end up in unfavorable predicaments with Esau, okay, with other Jakes. And the reason why they have trouble in life is because they don't take the correction. All right. You know, and basically she doesn't wants to be told that she's wrong. Well, nobody wants to be wrong, but it's a difference about knowing when you're wrong and knowing when to humble down and accept and admit your defeat. Because in America, Babylon the Great, they teach you to be defensive. They tell you to be on edge about everything, but that's not how you do things, man. Because the more you listen and keep your mouth shut, the more you can learn and acquire. The more you can acquire, the more you can learn, the more you can see how things are supposed to be versus blurting out an opinion. Because with most women, they respond or give a rebuttal off of defense. They don't respond in order to come to a solution, but they respond in an argumentative type stance because they want to be right, and it's just a defense tactic. Okay, like you got that term, live to eat and eat to live. Okay, some people live to eat. Well, most people live to eat, and some people eat to live, and there's a difference. Okay, so with that being said, you women, man, you have to learn some order and some discipline. But this is the primary example of the examples our women have here in America, man. Okay, you can't tell them anything. They know everything, you know, and oftentimes they have to learn lessons in order to see how things were. But even then, they're not humble enough to admit that you were right. Because in their mindset, it's a competition. In the mindset, they want to be better than you. In the mindset, they want to be above you. The mindset, you a nigga, you can't tell me shit. Well, if we can't tell you, the Most High is going to plead with you through judgment, which is the fire, man, the nuclear missiles, and whatever else judgments come before that. So us as men, Hebrew Israelite men and women, we got to do better with lending our ear, like the scriptures say, lend thy ear roughly, bend, bow thy ear down to understanding or to wisdom, roughly paraphrasing it, and having wisdom in everything that you do. It proves that a woman's supposed to be led and guided, because clearly when she's operating out of her own power, her own strength, things oftentimes go left because women operate off emotions, man. Clearly, and what she's given is an emotional response. And when she receives or that energy is reciprocated, then she has a problem with that. Okay, so this is what the scriptures say: rebuke a scorner, lest he hate thee. Rebuke a wise man, and he will love thee. Okay, now you rebuke a scorner, then they're gonna wax worse, because like she said, I don't want to be wrong. Okay, we want to do what we want to do, and that's the problem. You want to do what you want to do, but the Lord didn't tell you to do what you want to do. Us as men, we can't even do what we want to do. So how much more you? Okay. Just because you say something and you think something doesn't make it right. Okay, and she said men trip about dumb shit. Well, what's some of the dumb things that you think we're tripping about? Because homeboy in the video specified, he stated, look, we trip on shit because this shit is wrong. Things that you want to write off as being innocent, or things that you want to talk about that you feel that's not an offense, you're not looking at both sides of the coin. Okay, you're taking your own emotions and your own thought process, which is a selfish mindset, and attributing it to how you feel. You know, like, okay, let's just say if she was dressing provocative and men was hitting on her, and she have a boyfriend and she's hitting back on man, or you catch a floor, whatever, and you bring that to her fucking attention, she's gonna make it sound like you being insecure. But wait a minute, you wear the provocative clothing, you know what men like, okay? The fact you give another man an eye contact, or you give another man eye contact, that's gonna trigger something, because men are visual creatures. You know what I'm saying? Men, they're hunters. They be on the prowl, so to speak. That's in their nature. So if a man is looking at you and you give him eye contact back, he's going to look at that as, okay, this is a green light. I could go ahead and go in on this when she's giving me the green light. But yeah, you got a whole dude right here. Then, you know, and you confront her about it, then it's going to be a problem. What do you mean? You're insecure? No, I ain't insecure. That's just disrespectful. You know, respect. Have some governance. And this is the reason why women are supposed to fucking be under men. Bar none, period. I don't give a damn what Esau say. I don't give a damn what Oprah say. I don't give a damn what Tyra Stank say. I don't give a damn what that fucking blockhead hoe Gabrielle Union. I don't give a fuck what none of them bitches say. Yahweh Bashim Hawashai has an order set up in the scriptures, man. Okay? Ecclesiastes 7:5. It is better to hear the rebuke of the wise than for a man to hear the song of fools, man. And the rebuke of the wise is no other than the men of the Lord. Okay? The men of the Lord that the Lord has set up to speak out on the highways and the byways, and the one that he's ordained his wisdom and understanding to. That's the rebuke of the wise, man. Like, I would rather hear the rebuke of a elder or a brother in his faith before I had to hear it for some knucklehead in the street. And even sometimes a wicked nigga could rebuke you and be on point about it. You know what I'm saying? You may be ready to go do some stupid shit, and the Jake might be like, look, man, that ain't even you, man. You won't even behave like that. Like, you tripping, bro. You need to go home and chill out. That's the rebuke. And that's a wise saying, because often the Spirit of the Lord hopped on him to tell you not to do something that would have been a detriment to you and your safety. You know, but oftentimes you want to hear the rebuke of a wise saying. All right. It says, then for a man to hear the song of fools. And what's the song of fools? Feminism. Okay. This madness he's spewing. This current day's rap music. Okay. Which is nothing wrong with listening to music or rap music, but engrafting yourself in it, meaning that you want to live that lifestyle. Meaning you want to perpetuate that lifestyle. Meaning you want to do the things they're talking about. You want to shoot people up. You want to rape. You want to commit adultery. You know, you want to do all these things. That's the song of the fools, man. And oftentimes the philosophies of America, that's the song of fools, man. Okay, everybody is equal. Men could be women. Women could be men. That bullshit, which is fucking bullshit, man. And a lot of you people are going to die behind that sentiment, because you're listening to the song of fools, man. Just like this skinhead wench right here, man. Simple as all hell. Got fucking blonde dye, like a light brown dye. Okay, bald-headed as hell. Probably obese, overweight, haughty as fucking hell. Probably single. Probably got another nigga's kids. 3-4 kids by 3 different baby daddies. A total disgrace. So she should totally shut the fuck up. You ain't got shit to be saying to any man. Okay? Give instruction to a wise man, and yet he would be wiser. Teach a just man, and he will increase in learning. That's right. That's why we tell you women, your opinion is not needed. Like a lot of times you come on a comment board and you want to give your 2 cents. Some things you say may be on point, but it's not needed. Okay? We don't really even need to know you're there. You know, shalom, hi and bye, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But when you come on a comment board telling us your life story, we don't care to hear that shit, man. That ain't your position to be telling us your life story. We don't care about that. Unless you're close with a brother, or y'all family, or you have some type of connection with a brother, or y'all may be friends or whatever. However you may be close with brothers or families or some shit like that. But you don't need to know what your life story is on a comment board, because this is a public platform and this is a teaching platform. This is the church. You know what I'm saying? You don't need all that. And it says, "And the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding." Okay? And clearly these women have no understanding, and we're going to prove that in Job 9 and verses 30. No. A foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing. I thought that was Job. Damn, I ain't bought that scripture out in a minute, man. Proverbs 9 and 13. Damn. Damn, that was crazy. I was in the same chapter. I don't know. I was thinking of Job 39 and 17. It says, "A foolish woman is clamorous, and she is simple and knoweth nothing." A clamorous woman is one that's always running her fucking mouth, like this woman in the video. She's clamorous as all hell, because for the simple fact, even if she's wrong, she wants to be right, meaning that there's going to be arguments. She's going to become argumentative, combative. Okay, here you were wrong as two left shoes. You have no logic or reasoning behind what you're saying, but you just want to talk just because you want to overstep your boundaries to a man, or you just want to be heard, or you just want to talk just to be fucking contentious. That's dumb, man. There's no point of that. Scriptures say even a fool is kind of wise when he learns to keep his fucking mouth shut. So sometimes it's just best to just shut the fuck up, man. Like if I'm around people and I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, I'll just shut the fuck up. Especially when I'm around elder brothers and shit like that. I try not to do too much talking. I'd rather listen. I'd rather do more listening than talking. That way I can learn. And you younger brothers got to know that when you're around older brothers, just shut the fuck up, okay? Just be quiet, okay? Because you're not equal. Everybody's not equal in this thing. You have ranking for a reason. Now, we're not saying that to lord over brothers or anything like that, or to make brothers feel inferior. No. But it's still an order, man. Same thing in the military, man. You ain't just going to speak over the fucking colonel or the particular lieutenants and so forth. You got to shut the fuck up, man. Okay? Like when your father is talking to you, you got to be quiet. And that's the problem with Jake. Jake talk too damn much. They don't know when to shut the fuck up. And wonder why they always in a predicament. Like the scripture say, a fool's lips begot him stripes, roughly paraphrasing it, man. Talking too much, man. You talking, scriptures tell you, bro, you talking like you get hit in your shit. Because that's the first word, battles of war is the tongue. The tongue come first, man. And certain people ain't gonna play with you. Some people just put hands on your ass, man. Like I come from a family, you talk too much, you're gonna get hit in your mouth, And that's just how certain families are, man. It's mainly among Jake. Like when we was coming up, my sister was running her mouth, she'd get popped right in her fucking bow. Shut up. You know what I'm saying? That shit is humiliating, getting popped in your mouth, man. For running your fucking mouth, not knowing what you're talking about, interjecting when it's not required. So you younger brothers, man, you just got to learn how to shut the fuck up, period. All right? If ain't nobody's addressing anything, yeah, you may have something to say. It may be on point. Clearly, yeah. Not taking that away from you, brothers, but sometimes it's a season to say things. Like the scriptures say, even though you may speak right things, if it's out of season, it holds no power. And then you have your time when you do have the floor, when you're able to speak and engage and say what you need to say. It's a time and place for everything, man. A foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing. Clearly, she don't know a goddamn thing. All right. Proverbs 20. Matter of fact, let me go here real quick. Talking about, I just don't want to be wrong. Well, that's a wrong saying. So obviously you don't want to be wrong about nothing. So if you don't want to be wrong, then get your facts right and be right. And even then, shut the fuck up. All right? Because nobody wants to hear you talking all the time. Just be quiet. You know, sometimes when you just shut your mouth, you save yourself a lot of fucking headache, man. Save yourself a lot of trouble. You know, just like arguing with women and shit like that, man. Fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, you know, say what you need to say and keep it pushing, man. If your words ain't holding enough weight to the motherfucker, they got to keep talking, then you got to figure out on how to dismiss that situation, because ain't no point in you getting worked up and shit getting out of hand. You know, and us as men, honestly speaking, we need to say very few things as far as when it comes to getting the point across. You say a few things and get your point across and let it be done. If the shit ain't dead after that, then you got to, you know, you got to figure something else out. Either that person got to get the fuck out or you got to figure something out. You know what I'm saying? Because it's to the point, we ain't arguing with nobody no more, man. You know, I'm going to say my point, say my piece, whether it's stern or rough or however it's going to come out, and make my point, and I'm done with the shit. You know what I'm saying? No point in trying to reason with people that don't have no understanding. Because these women, like I said, man, they'll keep arguing with you over dumb shit, and clearly they're wrong. Okay, Job 39:17, because the Most High have the prize of wisdom, neither have you imparted unto her understanding. Okay, so she has no wisdom. Okay, but she has wisdom to do wickedness, but she don't have wisdom. She don't have logic. Okay, because women, they operate off their emotions. That's how the Lord created them. Okay, the Lord created them to operate that way. This is the reason why they have to have a head. And this is the reason why the Lord, he's very meticulous on how he do things. Because, hey, if he wanted the woman to be independent, he wouldn't have created her with so many fucking flaws, man. Okay, now we all have flaws as people. Okay, men, we have our fuck ups too. Don't get it twisted, because we need women as well. But he created men to be the head because she's clearly incapable of guiding herself. Look at the way that the world is. The world is fucked up. Everybody's miserable. Okay, the woman, she's miserable. She don't know whether she wants to be in a dominating role or in a submissive role. Okay, she's mad because she's supposed to be submissive, but she's mad because she's too fucking dominating. Like, confusion, man. When it's just black and white. It's A, B, and C. It's not fucking hard. It's not rocket science. You know? But because the Most High, the father of wisdom, and neither have you imparted to her understanding. But what time she lifted up herself on high, she scorned the horse and his rider, right, man? Because the horse represents rulership, okay? And it says she lifted herself on high, meaning put herself on a fucking pedestal. And Esau put these women on a pedestal, man, okay? Because these are flaming fucking you-know-what, you know? So, next precept here, Proverbs 29:1, it says, he that often being reproved hardened his neck. It says, he that often being reproved hardened his neck should suddenly be destroyed, in that without remedy, man. So you keep bucking up, man. You keep talking your madness and all that X, Y, and Z. Hey, man, the Most High is going to require that because, hey, every idle word will not go unaccounted for, man. Okay, the Lord said every idle word. All right. Rooftop. Angry woman, a contentious and angry woman. Proverbs 29:19. And it says here, the wicked should be at no. It says it is better to dwell in the wilderness than with a contentious and angry woman, man. Okay, yeah, contentious, arguing. And Keisha, he's very contentious. Okay, simple arguments, simple disagreements become arguments. Before you know it, you got a whole fucking domestic violence charge, man. All because some shit she said, you said something and she bucked up, hopped in your face, and you may have, just off reaction, just popped her ass in the mouth. And she over-exaggerated, you know, you just muff her, and then she's doing backflips through the house and getting everybody's attention. And before you know it, Esau is banging on the door for something that could have been solved within seconds. She totally takes it to another level, man. So you got to watch out for that and be circumspect. And if you brothers are in situations, man, you know, try to handle things, you know, from a more wise standpoint. You know, she got to argue with you and shit like that, then, man, you just got to figure out ways around that, because some women just do the shit just because they want a fucking drama. They want problems. But if you have a woman that can somewhat understand, that's after your mind, that's able to sit down and really think about it and rationalize through shit, then, hey, you know, work that out the best you can. But if it's going to get bad and out of hand and shit like that, man, say your piece and do what you got to do. But ain't no point of catching no fucking case for these women, man. It's not worth it for anybody, really. Kids, women, men. It ain't worth dealing with this shit. Let some motherfucker come up and assault you and put their hands on you first. Hey, it's best to just live to fight another day, man. And that's with anybody. But anyway, with that, all praises and glory, honor that's due to Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai. Shalom. Shalom.